Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I was finna write a song about how I've been hella stressed, but I looked in your eyes and noticed I'm hella blessed.
So we know that you haven't seen us for a long time, and it's because we've been really, really busy and preparing for our trip. So guess where we're heading? We're going to where we're going, Eli? Where are we going? Where are we going, Jazzy? Do you know where we're going? Where are we going? Well, guys, we're going to Barbados.
Barbados?
Yeah, Barbados. So it's been extremely hectic, so we haven't been able to vlog as much. And I've been past couple days just trying to get everything ready, packing for us, cleaning, all of that wonderful stuff. So we're now heading to the airport. We're gonna do an overnight stay at a Premier Inn because we have a flight very early in the morning and want to be sure that we get there on time. So to make sure we do that, we're gonna overnight at the Premier Inn, and once I'm there and we're all settled in, I'll let you know how the process goes and what we had to do, because it's very, very different traveling during COVID times. But anyway, I just want to give you an update on what's happening so that you aren't surprised when we're in Barbados lounging on the beach. Yeah, and the kids are super excited. It's not just me. Kev is here, and we're taking a taxi to the airport. Usually we would rent a vehicle because it works out cheaper, but during this whole COVID pandemic mess, getting a taxi to take us there is much cheaper than us renting a vehicle. But anyway, we will fill you in once we get to the airport and tell you about all of the tidbits that we had to put in place in preparation for our trip. Speak soon. Hi guys, so we've arrived at the Premier Inn at the airport, Terminal 4, and the electricity doesn't work in here, so they need to find us another room. We've already been here about 30 minutes, and Kev had to make 2 treks downstairs because when we first arrived, the key didn't work for the door. So thank God it's only for one day, because let me tell you, we tired, and this
Your trip didn't start yet.
Exactly. Your trip has not even begun. But anyway, hopefully we can get this sorted soon and we can get into a room so we can relax. So sorry for not showing you guys the track up, but honestly we had way too many bags to be able to balance the camera and then show the whole process, checking in and all of that. So I just took very short clips. The rooms were pretty much the same, so exactly what you see here is exactly what we moved to. So much so that when my son saw it, he was like, oh no, not again. But anyway, I think generally the rooms were okay at Premier Inn. They're just a bit small for a family, and honestly we found it handy because dealing with little kids, trying to get a very early flight out in the morning is just very convenient to go and overnight at the hotel. So that's exactly what we did, and that worked out quite fine. Although the kids did not, because they were so excited, they did not get to sleep until about 9:30, 10, and obviously because they were in the room we couldn't watch TV, so that was a downside. But hey, they had fun. Good morning guys, so we're at breakfast and this morning was quite a rush. The kids didn't sleep until like after 9. They were quite restless and excited. So we're here now trying to get a bit of breakfast. I can't remember what this place is called, but I'll bring it up at the bottom so that you guys can see. We'll fill you in a bit more when things are settled. It's just hectic with 2 kids and all of the different things that you need to follow now. But anyway, stay tuned. So when we travel, we usually pack additional things for the kids to keep them occupied on long trips. So far, most of the places that we've traveled to since we've had kids are pretty far away. So things like extra books, coloring books, Leap Start, not necessarily iPads, but any learning tools, reading books for our daughter, anything like that to keep them occupied really helps with long flights. And obviously most flights, if not all, unless it's like a short flight, most flights have in-house entertainment or entertainment systems. So they love watching things like Coco Melon on the flight, which was really helpful. And they were pretty good for the most part. Just a tip for some of the parents. I know on our flight I had to mute it. Coming down, there was this baby who was screaming her lungs out because she wanted to get out of the seatbelt. What we've done over the past couple of years, because the flight actually affects kids on the descent coming when they're landing, is probably good if you have like a box juice or some sort of juice with a straw, if they're not using a bottle, to get them to suck on that so the ears can pop, because obviously they don't know how to pop their ears themselves, and giving them something to keep them occupied so they're not focusing on the fact that they're in a seatbelt. Just think of it like a car seat. So yeah, I hope that helps somebody. The baby on our flight was just, I am sure that child was gonna pass out. She was just crying so badly. But anyway, we were happy to be in Barbados. We're over Barbados now, about to land, and we were just super excited to be here. We decided in the end to create a separate video with the tips on what you need to do when you're traveling, when you're leaving London, traveling to Barbados. I think it can be applied to most places once you're traveling out of the UK. So because it was just so much information to fit within this video, it may have been better to just create something separate, and that's what we did. So look out for that video. I hope it helps you guys prepare for your upcoming trips if you have any. I know the summer is done, but you never know, maybe traveling for half term or even Christmas. So look out for that video, and I hope it really helps. There's so much things that you have to think about now that you didn't have to before due to this whole pandemic stuff. So many different forms you need to fill. We're on the airplane. No, I think we're stopped now. So we got through really quickly. The process was honestly seamless. We had no complaints about it at all. It was a really great experience coming into Barbados. And we'll fill you in on that as well as leaving, what we needed to do. But end to end coming into Barbados and being processed, it took about an hour max. Once we landed, an hour from the time we landed to the time we got our bags and actually walked out to the taxi. So we're on our way to our apartment now to quarantine until our results comes back, and we'll fill you in on how that goes and give you a tour of the apartment. So stay tuned, guys. Remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. I was finna write a song, but I've been hella stressed. But I looked in your eyes and noticed I'm hella blessed. Staring at you on this airplane, I ain't worried about nothing.